Hi everyone, I'm Amy with Booktubing Amy, and today I'm doing a book haul. Okay, so this weekend I went to Half Price Books because one of my coworkers gave me a gift card to there, and it's one of my favorite spots to go, and I purchased some books, so you get to see them. Now, I also purchased Lover at Last with the gift card, and this is, I think I have like $1 left after these purchases. So the first book that I got was Too Hot to Hold by Stephanie Tyler, yes. It is the second book, and I'm thinking the Navy SEALs series. This is the only one they had of hers that was in the SEALs series, or Navy SEALs series. That's really hard to say. But it's about Nick, oh goodness, Diviny? I know that's not how it's said, but that's really close. It's about Nick and Kaylee, and apparently Kaylee's husband, she thinks died, and then he comes back, or something similar to that, and she goes to Nick to ask for protection when she searches for her husband. Yes. And it sounds really good. Stephanie, I hear a lot of good things about Stephanie, so I'm excited to read this book. The next book I bought was something from Christy Reese, because you know I love her. I got Last Chance and Sweet Justice. This is the last book in these, like, No Chance, Second Chance, and then Last Chance. This is the last book in the chance of the Last Chance Rescue. This is between McKenna and Lucas. McKenna saves Lucas from one of the bad guys in, I think, the first No Chance. I think that was what it was. And I'm interested to see, because McKenna is the one of the main characters, and she actually works at Last Chance Rescue, and we've only seen guys work at Last Chance Rescue, and apparently she has like no emotion from what I've read or what I interpreted, so I'm excited to hear her story. I know I've read, like, I was reading it at the bookstore, so I know I've read like the first 2 chapters and I'm already hooked, so I can't wait to read this. I actually have that one on my Kindle. I just like how it is on my shelf. Another book that I bought was Sweet Justice by Christy Reese. Now, this is between Honor Stone and Seth. I think it's just Seth. We're going to go with Seth. This is the first book in the Sweet trilogy, and I'm excited to read it. I have no idea what it's about. I didn't read the back yet, but I can read the back, so we're going to read the back. Honor Stone is a young, idealistic FBI agent when her path collides with Seth Kavanaugh. Oh, it's Seth. Oh, I do know Seth Kavanaugh. I do know it. Yay for me. For a girl who has never walked on the wild side, the dark and dangerous Seth is a temptation she can't refuse. But when Seth walks out the door and out of her life, 5 years later, Honor is an operative with the Last Chance Rescue Organization, and Seth is a desperate ex-cop searching for his missing niece. One of the many young women who have mysteriously vanished from college campuses, going undercover. Honor will track the maniacal cult leader behind the kidnapping and find a way to work with Seth, while steering clear of the passion and need that are just one touch away from explosion. Let's see. Seth knows he had all the right reasons for the wrong. Seth knows he had all of the right reasons for the wrong he made 5 years ago, and from the moment he sees her and takes her in his arms again, this former undercover man will risk everything for one more chance with Honor. That actually sounds really cool. I like how she, with Honor. Honor is capitalized, but that's really cool. So I'm excited to read this. The next book I bought was a book from Deborah Cook. It's called Flashfire. I think it's like the 6th book in the series. It's not the 6th book. It's the, 7th book in the series. That was close, kind of. This is between Master Illusionist Lorenzo. Lorenzo. You have to say it. Awesome accent. And Cassie. He is apparently a magician, and she is a one of those paparazzi people that takes a lot of pictures. So I'm interested to see this. I have her books behind me. Oops. Books behind me that I brought with me. I brought like the 1st and the 5th one, I think. So I'm excited to read this. And the last book I bought was How to Date a Dragon by Ashlyn Chase. I am awful with names. This is a dragon firefighter, and I think that is so cool. This is the 2nd book of her series. The first book was Flirting Under the Full Moon, and I don't think they're related even though they're in the same series, which is kind of confusing, but it's the second book, and it's about firemen and dragons. You can't get better than that. Okay, so this is between Bliss Russo and Drake Camerion. Anyway, so Bliss owns a card making place, and Drake rescues her from her house, yes, when there's a fire. So, I'm interested to read that. I read the first 2-3 chapters, and I was hooked, so can't wait to read this. Now, since I went home this weekend, I actually did pick up a few books, all by one author, weirdly enough. I brought with me Kiss of Fury, Kiss of Fate, and Winter Kiss. Yay. Anyway, but I love this author's works, and I wanted to bring it on my shelf. Unfortunately, when I brought it on my shelf, little did I know that I ran out of room. I've been here for maybe 2 months. Oh, it's probably more than that, like 2 or 3 months, and I am out of room. That did not take long at all, actually. That's really sad, but that's kind of awesome at the exact same time. I do have another announcement though. I have another author coming on to my channel on November 16th. We're still working out the times. I'll give you closer to that, but it's going to be another Google Hangout. The author is Jennifer Bernard, and she writes The Bachelor Fireman of Santa Gabriel. She writes The Fireman Who Loved Me, let's make sure that I get this right, Hot for Fireman, Sex and the Single Fireman, and I love her books, so it's very exciting to have her on my channel. I'm actually rereading her books, so I'll give you a review of The Fireman Who Loved Me, so you can expect that real soon. Alright, that's it for today. The question of the day is, have you read any of the Jennifer Bernard books? Or have you bought any new books you'd like to share? Comment below to let me know. I always love to receive your comments. They're awesome, and I really appreciate the people who comment. And, of course, subscribe. I appreciate those even more. So like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and I would really appreciate it. And as always, go find your inner reader. See ya!